It has an animal theme, it has a vegetable theme, both things that I enjoy, that I like a lot. Yeah, I like vegetable themed games. It sounds very specific, but that's the way it is. I'm sorry. Well, not really. Hey everyone, this is Attackers, and I'm back with another videos regarding all the games that I've played last month. I will rank them in this tier list as I do every month. I've been doing so, I think, since the beginning of this year. So this should be video number 5 in this little series here, I think. So last month I actually had a gaming weekend with 2 friends of mine. So a lot of the games I will be talking about today will actually be AOS rank, just because, well, I mean, I brought them there for the gaming weekend. I don't bring bad games, right? That's not really how I roll. And another disclaimer, I rank games pretty much how I feel right now about them, right? It's possible that next month I will rank the games way differently. But I mean, that's why I do this list every month, right? So if you watch this every month, then you can get an idea of how games also fluctuate with me, right? There are games that I might really put an A rank for now, and then maybe next month it's B tier only. Maybe it will go back up to A, depending on how much I like it, how often I play it, with who I play it. Do I play it only solo? These are all things to consider. Do I only play it online on Board Game Arena? Am I invited to it? Do I ask people whether I want to play them? And so on and so on and so on, right? So don't expect this typical curve here that you would like to see in tier lists. Just treat this as I'm talking about games I played last month, right? I'm just using this tier list to kind of talk about these games. Makes it easier. All right, let's get started. You see there are 3 games that didn't fit here in this grid anymore, so I will talk about those first. Let's start strong with Stone Architects. Definitely an A rank game for me. Really amazing. This is something that I played solo, but I also played it twice with 2 other people, different constellations, different people, and everybody enjoys this game quite a bit. And I like it as well. It's in the role player universe, and it's a really cool puzzle game where you build out your own dungeon. I wish there was an expansion where you could maybe then use the dungeon for something. It's similar to role player. The base game of role player is great, but there's a tiny bit missing thematically, and they fixed that with an expansion. So I kind of hope for something here, because it's great. But I think long-term playability needs something more. But apart from that, great game. Spots. I really have a weak spot for Spots. Well, it's a really nice push your luck game. It's nothing really special, right? It's not the most amazing game ever, but it has a pretty clever action selection mechanism. It works quite well solo, although solo it is very luck dependent. So the solo mode isn't the best, but there is one at least. But the multiplayer mode is great. This is a really cool game. It's nothing too special, but it's good. I think I could also rank it in B, right? But I just personally like it a lot, so that's why I will put it in A. Then we have Stew. Stew is a game that is really simple. You have specific ingredients. You always take one card from the deck. You look at it yourself, in secret, and then you either cover one animal with it that could eat stuff from the stew later on, from the soup, or you put it in the stew, which means you just put it down face down. And that's it. And then everybody puts cards down in secret face down, and that some player can then call stew in hopes that they have, I think, 11 or 12 points at least. I think 12 points. And then if they do, they get 2 points. If not, all the other players get 1 point. That's what you do. It's very simple. It's very luck dependent. But I still like it quite a bit. But it's one of the weaker button shy games. I don't know. The idea is nice, but I think it's rather a C tier game. It's not the greatest game. I just like to play it myself, right? I just like to play it a lot. So let me just put it here for now. Then with The Walking Dead Surrounded, I'm kind of torn on that one. This is a newer button shy game, just delivered a few weeks ago. I will have a playthrough on my channel quite soon, I hope. This is also a C tier game. I like the game quite a bit, actually. I think it works quite well. But I think it's rather a solo game. You can play with up to 4 players, but I see no reason to play with other players. And I think it's okay. It's just okay. I haven't played all these scenarios yet, so it might be bumped up to B then, but I don't think it will be higher than that. A little spoiler, next time I will do this video, in the beginning of July, I will actually talk about another button shy, new button shy game, and that will be ranked much higher. Tapestry, S tier. Still S tier. I keep talking about this game. I will do a playthrough on my channel at some point. It's going to be a huge video, so I will have to find the time to record that, but it's an amazing game. Great. You can play it on Board Game Arena without the expansions, unfortunately, but you can play it there because the game itself is very expensive. All-Star Draft. I really like this game. I don't think I feel comfortable giving it an A at the moment. I think I might have given it an A in the past, but I will give it a B. A very good B. It could also be A, like depending on how I feel about it. It's a very cool drafting game where you like build out your draft like over various rounds, right? You have like 3 rounds, but not every round is separate from each other. You keep the cards from round 1, then you draft new cards in round 2, and then you have 2 teams you need to work on instead of just 1. And same thing for round 3, and then the playoffs like shake everything up. So it's really cool. The issue here with this game is that it's like kind of hard to explain. Like kind of hard to explain the concept, but once you get it, it's very easy and simple to play. Really cool. Ancient Knowledge. I was really pumped for this game, and I played it now on Board Game Arena, and it's okay. I actually didn't love it. So I would play it like on. If I put it in B, it's like a not a very good B, like a lower B. So I think for now I'll put it in C. It is decent, but decent is not really what I'm looking for when I'm playing a game. So it is decent. It could definitely be better. So let me put it in C for now. Bärenpark. Oh, this is amazing. I finally found like a well-priced physical copy because I keep playing it online. I like all the games in this series, little spoiler, and we will be talking about Gingerbread House and also Llama Land today as well. You can maybe already see them in this grid here. And there's like this kind of a trilogy of puzzle games, and Bärenpark is the best of the 3. I will have to give it an S, I think. Yes, it is very simple, but it is great. It's just a simple, great game with a nice theme. I just absolutely love this. One of my most favorite puzzly polyomino tile laying games. Seriously. Between Two Cities, the Essential Edition, I gotta say, by Stallmeyer Games. It's a very good game. It's a good game, but so far I haven't really warmed up to it like to all the other Stallmeyer games. I think it's good. I will put it in B for now. It is possible that it will go up to A at some point. It could also go down to C. I'm not quite sure yet. I will put it in B for now. I think it's good, but that's it. Birdscaping, Wingspan with 18 cards, kind of, not quite, but kind of. I really like this game. I will put it in A. I think there's just a little bit, it's not just perfect for that S ranking, right? I think I would need an expansion to like really shine, to do a little bit more than it has now. I think I need more variety with the birds and stuff. So since it's a very tight game, I think like more variety would do it very good and then might go up to S. At the moment it's A, but that's good. Cahoots. I like this game. It's not amazing. It's very luck-based as well, right? We have won games that we just won because we were lucky. But it is a cool game. It's like a very nice cooperative game that has a very small footprint. Like it has a small box and it also has a small footprint on the table. You can teach it easily to other people. I wish it will go up to more players, but I think you can actually play with more players. That wouldn't be an issue. So I will give it a solid B. It's a good game. Casa Burgundy, I mean, if you just know my channel just a little bit at least, you know that this is still in my top 3 games. Has been for a few years. I just absolutely love this game. S rank for sure. Clank. Clank is good. There are simple deck builders that I like more, and I will talk about them today as well because they're both in here. And I think Clank is worse than those 2. So I will give Clank, a good B or a worse A. Sometimes I like playing the game, sometimes I don't. Too much. But I think it's a decent game. You know what, let me give it a B for now, because I think it's a good game. I might put it up to A like in the course of this video, depending on what else I put in B. But because I think it's good, but I don't always feel like playing it. Cubosaurs, oh man, that's tough. That's really tough to rank, because I really like this game. It's like I would call it a draft and pass game. Because you draft a card from the stack of cards that you have prepared at the beginning of the game, and then you take one card. Then you turn over the card, put it in the middle, and then you either take the card into your tableau of cards, or you don't. And if you don't, you give it to the next player. But you also have to give the player one card from your tableau. So like the offer like grows and grows, and the offer will get worse, of course, because you want to give the other players like your worst cards, right? Like your bad cards. But at some point you will have to give them the good cards or take all the bad cards. So this is a really great premise. This is like No Thanks with a little bit more like stuff, right? But it's not amazing because it's very luck driven, and it's kind of like the concept is a little bit weird to understand first. So I would put it in B. I don't quite understand why people rank it that low. Like people rank it like really low, and I don't really get it. It's good. I would put it on B for now. If I would just rank it depending on how compared to how I like it, I would put it in A for sure. But let me put it in B. I think that's more reasonable. Dracula is great. Such a great solo game. You can just play this within like 10 minutes. It's really simple to get to the table. It's very simple. It is very, very fun. It has a very funny and cool theme. It's like impossible to get at the moment. I think you can only get it like secondhand, as far as I know, on the like a used copy. So I'm happy that I have one. Really rare game and a really good one as well. Dinosaur Island, I like it. I'll put this in A as well. It's a really good game. It's a little bit short of being an S game. The theme, I mean, I love dinosaurs, right? So it would be an S, like you have your dinosaur theme park. Isn't that amazing? But still, it can drag on a little bit long, and it can be a little bit complex at the beginning to kind of understand it. The solo mode, I haven't played it yet, but for what I've seen, it's just like a score hunt, unfortunately. I think this gets better with the expansion, so I might actually take a look at the expansion. I don't own the game, but I've played with friends. Like a friend of mine owns the game, and he has just loaned it to me, so to speak, at the moment, so I can try the solo mode. I will do so soon, and maybe the ranking will go up. Dracula and Van Helsing is a decent game, but I don't really love it too much. It's a pretty good two-player game where you are like one is Dracula, one is Van Helsing, and everybody has like different goals by playing cards in specific rows. It's a pretty good game, but it's nothing that I'm like yearning to play. Draft and Write Records. It's a pretty good draft and write game. I will also put that in B. It's pretty decent. I had a pretty bad game because I was playing quite bad, but it wasn't too bad. So I'll put it in B for now. It's decent. Fantasy Factories is definitely an A game. I am thinking about giving it an S, but I think I would need one of the expansions to put it in S actually. But I like it a lot. It's a very, very good game. And I have played only solo until a few weeks ago. And then I played it at a two-player account. And yes, it's also great at a two-player account. So, good game. Flip Freighters is a decent roll and write, like a flip and write. Let me just put it there and see. I've been talking about it. I like playing it on Go Board Game Arena. I think it's a pretty decent game, but it's also not amazing. So let me just put it in C. Then we have For Sale. For Sale is an A game. I really like this auction game. It's like a really simple auction game. I can play it even with the grandmother of my wife, right? It's that easy, but it's fun. It's like fun in every round. Like everybody likes it except for my wife. I don't know. See, she isn't a fan of it, but everybody else really likes this game. So I'm really happy that I actually got a copy, which was not easy to get. Alright, next up is Gloomhaven, Buttons and Bugs, the very, very small one-player version. I have an unboxing on my channel for that. I will post a video on that at some point on my channel whenever I get to it. If you have followed my channel closely, you might know that I'm not a huge fan of the other Gloomhaven, like solo at least. I like it at a 2, 3, or 4 player count, like the other two Gloomhavens, the big one, and also Jaws of the Lion. I don't like them solo. Playing two-handed in Gloomhaven is not a nice experience. I don't like it at all. Doesn't matter how often I play solo and how well I know games. I don't like that. But I do like this one. This one's very good. Definitely an A. It might go up to an S at some point, but I'm not quite sure. Because I like Gloomhaven, but I don't love it. So I think it will stay an A for now. Heron's Wall, also an A game. A-tier game. I know a lot of people would put it in S easily, and I see why. It's a very good game. I just don't think it's like one of my absolute favorites. So that's why I think A is fine. Leviathan Wilds, same thing. Will be an A for now. I might have put it actually in B last time. I'm not quite sure. But I have played now not only solo, but also at a two-player account. And that worked really well. It was fun. And I think like I still have to explore the other Leviathans. And they are supposed to play like wildly different. And if that's the case, this could easily be an S-tier game. I really like this solo and cooperative game. Llama Land, that is the next game in the Baron Park series, so to speak. I just call them like this series because these 3 games are all like puzzle games made by Phil Walker Harding. They have like similar mechanisms, at least Llama Land and also Gingerbread House. So Llama Land, I like almost as much as Baron Park, not quite as much. I will give it an A. I will give it an A, but it's well possible that I will give it an S at some point. You know what? Let me jump to Gingerbread House because that's part of the same series. Let me just pick that out here. Gingerbread House I like a lot as well. I like it less than Llama Land, but I definitely like it more than B. So I would also put an A, just with the mental note that I like Llama Land more. So my ranking would be The best is Barenbach, then Lamaland, and then Gingerbread House, but they're all great. Micro Architect. I really like this one as well. I only played it solo, and there's like really nice components in a small box. This is what I was hoping the Tiny Epic games would be. But like, except for one game, I didn't like the Tiny Epic games too much. I like played them once, twice, maybe 3 times, and then I was through with them. The only one I like is Tiny Epic Dinosaur. So that's the only Tiny Epic game I like. But the Thistroy games, they do pretty nice small games in small packages. So Micro Architect is a pretty nice puzzle game. I don't know if that is a game that I will play like 2-3 times more and then sell off, or whether it will be a mainstay in my very large collection. I'm not quite sure. But it's a good game. I will put it in B for now. It could go up to an A at some point. It could also stay in B, but it will not go down to C. It's definitely better than that. Modern Art, clear S game. I do not like auction games, but I absolutely love Modern Art. This is amazing. I just had like another game of it a few weeks ago when I had that gaming weekend with 2 friends of mine, and we played like at a 4-player count even, and man, is this game fun. I just absolutely love this. This is like a really good Rainer Knizia game. I absolutely love this one. Motorola, kind of tough. I think I will have to give it a B. It's a pretty cool push your luck game. I like to play with the family. Like with the family-in-law, with the in-laws, and it's a good game. It's not amazing, but it's decent. It like stays in my collection because it's like really easy to take to the family and play with them. Mycelia, S tier game still. I absolutely love this deck builder. This is like an amazing entry-level deck builder, but you can also play with people who like to play games a lot. Like most people really enjoy this when I played with them. Like everybody enjoys this game almost. It's amazing. It's still my tip for Spiel des Jahres this year. I think it should at least be nominated. I would actually give it the title. Next station to London and Tokyo. These two are very, very similar. They just have like different types of like different like how you score a little bit differently, and they have like different connections and stuff, but they're very, very similar. So I would like rank them in the same level, and they're both good. Are they better than these games? Are they as good as the games in the A column? I would not say that. So I would take both of them and put them both in B. They're both good. I could also imagine getting them, but my collection is a little bit too large for that. But yeah, they're definitely good games. But I don't really need to own them. Then we have Peacemakers. You will see a video on that very soon. Amazing game. Sami has outdone himself again. It's great that he's taken his old design of Dawn of Peacemakers and making it into a new, more streamlined experience, and it's amazing. You will see. I already have videos on my channel. I have a preview, and I have an unboxing of the preview copy. I will also post an unboxing of the production copy quite soon, and also give you another playthrough with a review at the end, because it's just a great game. Highly recommend this one. Then we have Picky Pixie by Elizabeth Hargrave. So this game is ranked really, really low on Board Game Geek, and I have no idea why. This is a deduction game in an 18-card format. You have like a small wallet. You take it with you. You can play with up to 5 players, I think, 2 to 5 players, and it's good. It's a really good deduction game. Yes, it is a little bit too much, like of what you have to think of and what possibilities could be. But apart from that, it's really good. And it's like a really good form factor, so I would give it an A. I don't know why it's ranked so low. I have no idea. Yes, there are better deduction games, but if you want something small to take with you, like in a small format with up to 5 players, this is great. I mean, amazing. Eldorado. Eldorado is an amazing deck builder. It is similar to Mycelia in that it is an entry-level deck builder, but it's a race instead of... Well, they're both races also, right? So they have their similarities, but they are very different as well, and Eldorado is great. I need some expansions for that game to make it a little more exciting in the long run, but it's an amazing game. So yeah, definitely S tier. Quicks, it's a very, very nice roll and write. One that I always like to pull out. It's really simple to play. You play it within 10 minutes. You can explain it within 2 minutes. It's amazing. Let me give it an A. This is actually a roll and write that deserves an A. It's pretty much like a modern classic. Revolver Noir is a very good 2-player game. I'm torn between A and B. It's a very good game, but it can sometimes drag on a little bit. It can be a little bit luck-based. A, B. Let me give it a B for now. I think it's really, really good, but I wouldn't call it like amazing. It's just very good. River Valley Glassworks. This is something that I wanted to kick back on Kickstarter, and during while it was live on Kickstarter, you could actually play the game on Board Game Arena, and I wanted to do that, but I didn't do it. I have no idea why I didn't do it. I somehow missed it, and then the Kickstarter was over, and I thought like, oh man, I wanted to back this, but I wasn't sure. But I really wasn't sure. I didn't have like the best feeling somehow. And then now I played it on Board Game Arena, and yes, my not so good feeling did do me right again as usual. I would give it a C. I can't give it a D. It's not that bad. It's not a bad game, but it really wasn't anything special. I don't really need to play it again anytime soon. So yeah, it was just okay. Scrabble is difficult. I like board games and I like Scrabble. The problem with Scrabble is the same thing that also Yahtzee has. This issue that at the beginning you can do a lot of things, and later, as it gets later in the game, instead of like being more exciting and cooler like most games should be, it just gets like worse because you don't have many possibilities anymore and you keep passing turns and stuff. So that really drags the game down. I need to find like a variant how you can like make the game shorter. But in general, it's like one of the decent classics. But still, I think I can put it higher than C. Because that ending, right? But apart from that, it is a pretty decent classic, right? Just as a comparison, something like Monopoly I would put in D, right? So no contest there. And then many other like classics I would put in D. But Scrabble is quite decent actually. Snack Rabbits. Snack Rabbits is a new push your luck game that I just picked up for a few bucks because I thought like, why not? Right? It has an animal theme, it has a vegetable theme, both things that I enjoy, that I like a lot. Yeah, I like vegetable themed games. It sounds very specific, but that's the way it is. I'm sorry. Well, not really. And I picked this up, and yeah, it's decent. It's something you can just pull out and play with your family if you want to. Very simple to play. Not overly exciting, but it's decent. It's nice. Super Mega Lucky Box. One thing this game has going for it is like the combo potential. Apart from that, it's like bingo, just with a few combination ways to combine things. It's not bad. I don't quite get the hype. So let me put it like, I mean, it's not really hype, but a lot of people really like it a lot. I think it's good. B is good, right? I mean, B is good. B isn't bad. So even though it has the same starting letter, but it's a pretty decent game. Why not? All right. 10. I like 10 a lot. 10 is kind of tough to explain at first and kind of to wrap your head around. But once you understand it, it's a very good game. Very good push your luck set collection game. It has that idea of rummy where you try to put like sequences of one color. But it's a push your luck game at the end. So I like it a lot. Taurus. I don't like abstract games. Most of you should or might know that. But Taurus actually is one of the better abstract games. I actually did not have a bad time playing it, so I would not pull it out myself because I just don't like abstract games too much, except for very few exceptions like Onitama and Azul, for example. These two are amazing, but apart from that, I don't like abstract games too much. But I think I would give this a B actually, and that is very high for an abstract game because I really don't like abstract games. But yeah, Taurus wasn't too bad. I mean, it was like Spiel des Jahres, I think, in 2000, so not bad. I finally played Villages of Valeria. I have this game sitting here. I had this game sitting here for, I don't know, for like 4 or 5 months maybe. And I finally got to play a solo game and I liked it. Can I give it an A? I'm really not sure. I think I would have to give it a B for now. But it has potential to go up to an A. I just need to play it more often and to like refine my opinion about it. But it's a good game. One of the tales I really like. It's a really nice 2-player game that you can also play solo. It's a nice puzzly game by Button Shy. Small form factor. Quite easy to explain. Very nice, adorable theme. Wonderful. Slay the Spire. Clear S-type game. This could be one of my games of the year. Wow, this game is amazing. The video game is already great, and this board game does the video game justice. I really like it. I've played it so often. During past time, I've unlocked almost everything for all characters, but I still have to do the entire Ascension thing, and I still haven't beaten Act 3 yet. But it's amazing. It's so great. It's great cooperatively. It's great solo. Wonderful. It's very pricey, yes, but if you like deck builders, if you like solo games that you can also play cooperatively, if you like the Slay the Spire idea, amazing. Triqueta, I will give an A for now. This is a really good game. Small form factor. It is similar to Coloretto, but just nicer in terms of components. The theme is cool. Clear A-type game. It could it could get an S as soon as I get the expansion, which just came out, and it's supposed to be like really good. Next up is a rather funny one. It is Pop-Up Pirate. It's not really a board game, but I mean, it's listed on Board Game Geek, right? So that's why I track my place there. And I mean, in English, right? In English, you have this phenomenon that you only have like the word board game or card game, and that is it, right? And like these games, what do you call this? It's a game, right? It is a game. I mean, yeah, it's just luck based, but I mean, that's like other games as well, right? So, I would just classify it as a board game at the moment. This is just, you have like, this is like a plastic toy, right? It's like a toy almost, but you have like this barrel. You might still know it. It's like from the 70s, I think. You have this barrel and you have like a pirate sitting in there, and then then you stick in swords from the side in like these little holes, and it's like whenever like one of these swords like triggers, the pirate just shooting out of the barrel. That's it, and that person has lost the game. It's a game you play like within a minute or two, right? You set it up within a minute or two, and that's it. It's funny. And no, I did not play with children. I did play with my wife. We just thought it was funny. We had like these two nights where we like played this 3 or 4 times each, and then something else, just because it's funny. And we also use this to like decide on things, right? If we say like, do we want to do A or B, and we both don't really care and we don't really know, then we just play this game, and like one person takes A, the other takes B, and then whoever wins, like that is what we do, right? You can use it as a decision tool because it's so quick to set up. So very, very fun. But is it a good game? No, it's not really a game, right? So I think I wouldn't put nothing in D of these things here, so I feel kind of bad putting it in D, right? I don't know. It is funny. But is it a good game? No. Can I put it in C? With like these games? I don't really think so. I would have to put it in D. That doesn't mean that I hate it, right? But yeah, I couldn't really like have a good conscience just leaving it in C or something. Challenges. I like this game. I still do. I will give it an A. It's a little bit tight here. I hope that you can see it well there. I mean, yes, you can see it well there, but yeah, it's kind of like overlapping Triqueta now, but that is how it is. I've been talking about this. It's a really cool hand management game. The solo mode is decent as well. I wouldn't buy it for the solo mode, but why should I? If I can play it online, right, on Board Game Arena, and it's good. It's a good game. It's pretty cool that you have like these, that you build up your deck like over different matches, and you play against other players, like versus other players all the time if you don't play the solo mode, and see like how your deck compares, right? It's pretty cool. It's like an auto battler, so very nice. Fallout. Okay, Fallout without the expansions, this would be like a C, at least. Maybe even like at most a C, maybe even a D, right? Because like the game itself is cool, but the ending and the winning condition is absolute garbage. Sorry, I don't like to talk like this about games because every game or like most games have like some redeeming quality. Fallout is really messed up by its winning condition. But if you have the Atomic Bonds expansion, which makes the game with just a few rules and a few cards, it makes it cooperative, it's a really cool game. Still, it's not amazing. I like the game a lot. I would put it in A just based on how much I like it because I like the IP. But I think in terms of like how the game is designed, there are still like a few issues with the game, with the expansion, because some things weren't like really, they didn't really think of a few like edge cases and stuff. I would give it a B. Keyflow, I really like. Is it a B or an A game? I'm not quite sure, actually. I like it. I think I will give it an A for now. I actually like it enough to give it an A, I think. Yeah, Keyflow is pretty cool. Let me just put it like here on top. Let me put it here so we know it's like part of A, right? Just here it's not S because S would be over there. I like it a lot. It's a really cool drafting game and also worker placement games, all with cards and a few tokens. I like it. I also have Keyflow at home, but I haven't played that yet. I still need to play that, like the bigger brother, so to speak. No thanks. I like this game, but I can't give it an A because I put Cubosaurus in B, and Cubosaurus is like a more interesting no thanks. So no thanks will get a B as well. It's a very cool family weight game with a small footprint that you can like explain like within a minute or two and play within 10. Really cool. Death Valley I still enjoy a lot. It's one of my most favorite button shake games. I love it. It's great at a 2-player count, great solo. You can play it with 1 to 2 players. It's just amazing. Really, really cool. Push your luck game. I like it. Diaz. I have played this only once so far, and I really enjoyed it. It's by one of my most favorite designers, Sébastien Dujardin, and I finally got to play it, and I like it a lot. I think it will also give this an A. I don't know how it will hold up in the long run, and I only have played it solo so far, but I like it. Heroes of Might and Magic 3. I really enjoyed my play with it. Problem is, we play cooperatively, and there's only two. I think there are only two cooperative campaigns, like scenarios. That's it. No, I can't play it anymore, right? Because it's not mine. The copy actually belongs to my neighbor. We played like two cooperative plays, and that's it. We can't play it anymore together because you can, like solo, you have quite a few things there, but cooperative, almost nothing. So that's a bummer. But I will still give it an A. I did enjoy my game with my play with it. It's a good game. It's not perfect, but which game is perfect, right? Donuts. It's an abstract game, and this one is not amazing. Really not. I don't know where to put it. Like, if I had to choose between Donuts and Flip Raiders, I would rather play Donuts. No, I would rather play Flip Raiders, I mean. I would also rather play River Valley Glassworks. I really didn't like that too much. So I would have to put it in D, I think. It's not bad, but it's also not very good. Night Parade of 1,000 Yokai. I really like this one. Why did I say 1,000? Of course, of 100 Yokai. I really like this one. It seems to me a little bit unbalanced at the moment. I think this is a game you need to play more often to understand the factions, and then you can actually play the game better. But it's still fun. I will give it an A. It's not an S rank game. It's by Louis Brew, who also did the Keep the Heroes Out game, and Keep the Heroes Out is a clear S game. This is an A game, but it's still good. It's very, very good. And I think that is my ranking. So this time actually we have this kind of curve. I didn't expect that. There were a lot of B rank games this time. And also quite a few C and D games. A lot more than usual. But yeah, that is my ranking. And as usual, let me know in the comments whether you agree or not. If you don't agree, it's even better, because then we have something to discuss, something to talk about. But I would really like your take on these games here. And also let me know in the comments which were your most favorite and least favorite games of this month. Alright, well, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate that. As usual, I want to thank all of you for your support. A special shout out goes out to all my generous patrons. And the biggest thanks go out to Thaganor and Ryan Hall for supporting me at the highest tier. Thank you so much for that. Our next gaming night on Board Game Arena is coming up soon, so I'm looking forward to that. You can support me in numerous ways. You can watch, like, and comment on my videos. You can also subscribe to my channel if you like my content enough. That would be amazing. You can support me on Patreon if you want to support me and my channel. That would help me create more quality content in the future. I would love to bring you even more cool stuff. And you can also join my Discord server to hang out with me and my truly amazing community. Alright, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the very next video. Take care everyone, stay safe, and cheers.